I've basically distilled the exact framework that I am currently using to scale my company. I've already achieved over $20 million in agency revenue, $6 million in product sales, but I believe I am about to 10x those numbers thanks to the power of AI. So level 3 is all about arbitrage. Most people, most businesses, most companies, they either haven't worked out how to use AI, or they're too lazy to, or they don't have the time to use AI. Now, you might not believe this, or maybe you do, because you guys know my mindset around leverage, but I would consider myself to be an AI expert, but even I hire AI developers to do things that I can do. Why? Because I don't have the time to do all of it. Could I vibe code an amazing website? Absolutely. Is it worth my time to do that if I can hire developers? Probably not. So the market for AI consulting and the market for people getting assistance with AI, so AI agencies effectively, is pretty much unlimited, because you're not only appealing to 90% of people who don't know how to use AI, 90% of businesses who are so behind, but you're even appealing, if you get good enough, to the businesses that do understand AI, they just don't have the time to implement. And that's why there's been so much arbitrage in the market. Like, you can actually just go onto websites like this, for example, framer.com. It has a lot of free websites that are amazing. They're already optimized. They don't have glitches like, maybe with your own vibe coded websites. You can simply take this in 10 minutes with a bit of client information, with the data enrichment system that you can automate. You can create a website fully on their behalf, book a call, for example, using a sales lead gen using Claude Code and Clay. You can book a call with a company. You can actually show them a website you already built, be like, hey, check out this website, or email them, be like, I just built a website for you. Do you want it? I can implement it. I can increase your conversion by this %. And you can do it all with AI for like only a few dollars essentially in tokens. And that is one potential arbitrage. Now, websites are a super basic example and frankly, like a little bit overdone, but the same logic applies to essentially any product that you can create in the market yourself, and if you have the capability to, with developers that other people want, that they simply don't have time to create. And this is where the whole, or the skill, or the effort, or the knowledge of AI to create. And this is where the whole vibe coding trend came in. So for example, in my business, I have used AI, and we have been refining this over time with developers, to create a back testing site where you can back test any trading strategy. Why? Because I'm really into trading bots. I've been continuously automating more of my trading and investing, and I wanted a place that I could test strategies against each other. Once we started doing that, I realized, man, this would actually be helpful for people to backtest their own strategies. Well, maybe we should just productize this, and soon it's going to be launching as a product. I'm still not sure exactly how, but we're going to be launching it as a product, and because of my distribution, which hint is going to be a topic that we're going to speak about later, I'll actually be able to monetize this and make money. So I actually think the premium is more so on distribution than product development, because AI has made it so much easier to do stuff, but you still need to do the stuff first, aka building a dashboard, aka building a website, aka building workflows with AI for you to actually be able to distribute that. So I think the model, and let's talk about it in more depth now, is essentially using the arbitrage of your time and your knowledge of AI once you've gone through level 1, once you've gone through level 2, to actually start selling this stuff to others. Now, you could run an AI agency, you can run consulting, whatever model you want to use. You could sell websites, which is essentially a form of an agency. But whatever gap you choose to create in AI using the price systems, you can then sell that gap to others. And essentially, that's what I'm doing through my content. I've created a gap in knowledge. I have learned aggressively about this for the last couple of years. I've gone insane on this, so I know more than others, and then I can then sell my knowledge, however I choose to do it, whether it be through sponsors, whether it be through products. I'll talk through some of the numbers in my business, the real numbers later in level 5, so you really understand what we're talking about here. But there is essentially an arbitrage, and people are willing to pay it. Even I'm willing to pay it at times, even if I can do something, because they want to save their own time. So the play is to master it yourself, sell the setup, and then produce income off that thing. Like, you could even set up people's operating systems. I was speaking to a guy the other day. He's making $20K a month through setting up operating systems for small businesses. It's crazy. I even got offered, obviously, I'm a content creator, so I'm more well known, so I have some distribution, but I even got offered $10,000 from one person to set up their OpenClaw because they didn't know how to set it up. It was too complex for them. You can see I've got all of my Mac minis behind me running agents. So I know this is real. I know people making millions of dollars a month through AI consulting. So there's levels you can scale. But essentially, it's the arbitrage between your time and your mastery versus the time and the mastery of the market.